Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So North Carolina's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that...
There he goes! Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? Think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Cross, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Gauze. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. And they're able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's go. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Ship. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gauze. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gauze. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Lopez to pass. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stuffed in the backfield. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Gauze. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Gauze. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Ship. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Lopez to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's Agbana. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
With the catch, it's Agbana. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged out of the air. Made a defender miss. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Dyer. Got it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Agbana. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. To the air on first down. Throws to the... And incomplete on the deep ball.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Paul. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Berry. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. extending the play. He caught it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the work.
On first down towards the receiver is incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. He's going for the goal line. Defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively,
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
that's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Dyer. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Lopez wants to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Vic. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to keep the drive alive. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Look, big-time playmakers, big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Caught in the backfield, it's Gauze. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down, Parker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Austin. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Florida State.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Grab. It's Ship. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by